Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Toronto Huskies and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
To throw now on 1st down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Was it Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground?
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
It's a gain of 13, but it brings
on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. The kidder here is complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Gain of 9 yards.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Two 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 39. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too.
Complete.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now this this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. For the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Nicole Hardman there to make the grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, this will make it into the end zone.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll throw. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had...
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Herbert. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Huskies 14. Chargers nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Fielded at the 20. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st down, Huskies.
The gun, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
You call it? We on it, baby.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Operating from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's corralled, but now before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this one complete to Gafford. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. He's got daylight, the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
I think all you say to your guys is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit there. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Tackle made by
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 13 yards out. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple of fellas talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
For 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, But I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Tucker McCann on for the field goal.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And it's second down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long, it's Herbert.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And then here's another interception. Picked off about the 31. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
This is taken at about the 14. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their 38.
He'll throw from the gun.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
10 at the 49-yard
From the gun. Herbert, he's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Rico Gafford, the intended target.
And that'll bring up second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got first down, much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The tackle by Derwin James. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep up.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown. The second touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Tucker McCann for the...
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now this throw caught left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
33-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
To the air again. Herbert looking for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a ball. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Byron Murphy, the first pick of the 2nd round there defensively.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. For 25 yards that time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On the Jets sweep, here's Grant. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Herbert off of play action. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Finish to this ball game.
Tonight,
getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.